This is a blog for Tuesday the 3rd of February technique. Okay, so in this lesson we started by warming up and stretching and doing the plank challenge, which we usually do for all our lessons. Excuse me, and then we got into a part and discussed our strengths and weaknesses from last session. My strength was that I was able to remember that I was able to pick up Lamone technique quickly and remember Cunningham technique for when we performed it at the end of the last week's session, as this means I'm picking up movement quickly. I'm not taking as long as I usually do. My weakness is that I need to be careful when I plie because my toes don't go over my knee. My knees don't go over my toes, they go inwards, so this isn't plieing correctly and I'm not working through my technique, and I really need to spot and work on my pirouettes because my pirouettes were just a mess. And then we got into groups and we went over Lamone and Cunningham phrases. This was so we could recap and remember what we'd done in the previous session. I was with Daniel and we went through the technique, the phrases quickly, and we were able to remember it, so this was good that we didn't need to ask for Cindy's help. And we performed it to each other. And Cindy noticed that everyone wasn't doing the tilts correctly, so the tilts got corrected this session. So when I tilted, I usually tilted backwards when I should have been tilting to the side and just looking up. So it was good that this error was noticed. So it was corrected. And then we went to the bar and did some bar work to help for our pirouettes, because pirouettes were a massive thing that needed improving on. So we spent the majority of the lesson on pirouettes. And I was struggling with it a great deal. I was fine on the bar because I had the bar, but then when we went into the centre, it just fell apart. I wasn't pulling enough right, I wasn't engaging my core, I was sitting into my hip, it was just a train wreck. My strength this session was I was able to remember the technique phrases. This is a strength because this means I don't need to ask people for help, and my movement memory is improving. My weakness was my pirouettes. I'm just terrible at pirouettes. I need to spot, I need to pull up, I need to engage my core. And I've noticed that when we're just marking through pirouettes, I spin on my heel, so I'm not spinning on my toes, which isn't good because that means I'm getting used to spinning on my heel when I should be getting used to spinning on my toes. I just really need to practice pirouettes completely, and remember to spot, pull up, turn out. They may look easy, but they're really not. Yeah. I was getting quite annoyed with them and frustrated. So my target for next session is to be able to execute a single pirouette, just a pirouette, execute a single pirouette to a reasonable standard. And my area of development is to do more crunches and sit-ups so that I can engage my core and my core strength will be a lot stronger. And to also keep working on pirouettes daily because this will help me. That concludes this blog.